What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Sal. You are looking at a picture that somebody drew for me because it's pretty awesome. I guess I'll go ahead and maybe get rid of that. It's fully charged time. Time for a show about TF2, and I'm joined by cbear, the ever-present and ever-lovable co-host, who has not retired from TF2. What's going on?
No, well, I should be. I just streamed for a little bit before this. I jumped, and it was bad. I can't do anything. I haven't played in months, so for all of you who have not played games for a while, most of you probably play because you're kids and you can. You understand how rusty and awful it feels to play the game again. And I felt bad, but no, I'm not retired like you.
Guys, by the way, I need to see somebody in stream chat making a counter because cbear is going to be getting I know he's going to be getting lots of texts, and I want to know exactly what his lives started at and what his lives end at. You know, cbear times whatever. Like put his face in. You know, give it the whole like video game style, right? How many extra lives does he get?
We were asked about it before, and I don't know the answer. Xalox said I am, but does it make me a nerd that every one of my sounds my phone makes is something like Mario or Zelda? Is that bad?
Makes you a nerd.
Okay.
That's not bad. It just makes you a nerd.
I think it makes me a nerd for that. They're not going to be able to see it through Sal's crappy connections. That's my background. All right, so let's talk TF2. What do you say, friends?
That sounds good.
I'm trying to figure out, I'm like clicking through the archaic and awful ESCA website to find the rosters. Now there are 10 invite teams, is that correct now? Or 9? No?
Yeah, it should be 10.
And all of you are in invite.
I believe so.
Even the crappy Xalox is an invite.
It's true.
The one without a webcam. You gotta have a webcam to be an invite. I want you to know that.
Oh yeah. Did not know that.
Standings. Open? No, I don't want open. Who cares about open? TF2 invite. All right, so I only see 9 teams. So who's the 10th team?
Have they not promoted someone yet?
Is there a
has Rick's team been moved up? Or
no, I don't think so. They won the vote, but I don't think ESC has moved them up yet.
Oh, okay. So that's... Okay,
that would make 10, yes.
All right, so let's try to find each guest's team. Solus Esports TF2.
What's that?
That is Xalox's team, and you have someone on your roster who I think people know of. Is Carnage playing for you this season?
Carnage Meatshot Johnson is playing for our team.
Nice.
So how does that happen? How did he know somebody on the roster, or did you?
Well, what happened was we had a roster going in before the season with Badonsky and Anonymous playing Scout, but unfortunately Anonymous couldn't play anymore, so we started looking for a Scout, and Carnage was looking for a team, and he wanted to play, so we tried him out, and we enjoyed playing with him, so we'll be playing with him this season.
Okay.
Does he seem rusty to you? Because I know he's been playing a lot of like he's been playing FPS games.
Like Shoot Mania, but he's... I think the knock on him, Xalox, you can tell me, or I'm sure all of you have played against him recently, is that his aim is really good, but his movement, like when I played against him, and he was the best player in TF2 when I played, 5 years ago, is that he never jumped, so he was pretty easy to kill, but he would just meat shot you right away, and then you'd die. But in the modern game, soldiers don't miss like we used to because we were awful, and scouts have to jump a lot to stay alive, but he doesn't really jump. I don't know. I assume his aim is still really good, but he's not, the most dodgy scout, right?
Yeah, his aim is still probably one of the best in Invite. I mean, anyone could see that if you watch his stream, he was streaming a few days ago, and it's still incredible, but, there's things he needs to work on. I mean, he's been out of the game for, I don't know, a while now. There's new maps, there's new strategies, there's better players, and movement is probably one of the
Carnage Meatshot Johnson?
No. Yeah, I think movement is definitely something he would definitely say himself that he needs to work on. It's definitely not where he wants it to be. So we'll see over the season how it works out.
It's funny. Is Slin's webcam frozen, or is he?
Yeah, it's frozen.
I'm still trying to fix it. Whatever.
Okay, it looks to me like we have. Who was it that we had on last time? Kapow.
Yeah.
Who was freezing in hilarious ways. It's not hilarious because it just looks like you fell asleep, but it does. Yes, and we maybe more exciting.
That's okay though.
Conversation.
Maybe it's just
Blank, have you played against Carnage in the last, I don't know, I guess, I didn't even know he came back until like a couple days ago, so I don't know. played against the Legend?
No, actually, my team hasn't had the chance to play against Carnage just yet.
Alright, should be fun. Alright, so Solus...
Does he still have that bind meat shot with a little, you know...
Yeah.
Yeah, he still spam that?
I haven't seen it yet. I hope so, though.
Okay, so run down the lineup then. So you have Badonkski, and...
Badonkski?
I don't even know what that is. I have invite players. I don't even know who they are.
I know Badonkski.
You do?
Sort of.
Yeah, he's a pugger. He's really good. He plays Scout. Carnage plays Scout. It's Panic and Milo on Soldier. Myself on Delman. And unfortunately, we are looking for a medic because our other medic, Trekkie, cannot play either this season due to work.
No.
Which is unfortunate.
You have some options in this Skype call.
I mean, not cbear. That's one crossed out. So Sal, we'll send you an offer to try out.
Hey, you can't call me out of retirement like that. This is not a Hollywood cop movie, okay? It doesn't happen.
So that's not my phone. Don't give me the
That's
mark.
my roommate's phone. Hey, do you mind turning that off? Thanks. Yeah, sorry.
Slim's Kitchen.
All right, so let's click into trying to find Slin, your team. You're on Vector, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Vector, did they cut? Was it Ninja Nick?
Same guys. Ninja Nick, I guess he stopped showing to scrims or something, and so... no, Vector starts a little bit earlier than everyone else.
Vector had like a nice turnaround late in the season. They actually finished above the Dead, Don't Trip, and AG, I think, right?
Yeah, not last place.
Not last place. I think we all would have guessed that would have happened. What's it like? I mean, you've played a long time. This is your first taste of Invite. How's it?
Yeah, I mean, the guys are great. They're really chill, and the expectations are low, which is extremely nice. So,
for an Invite team, the expectations are low. I mean,
oh yeah. So I mean, I don't know. It'll be a good season though. It'll be fun to play with them, get some experience.
TF2 says, "Is it just me or Xalox webcam isn't moving?" That's funny.
I was looking at the invite like gossip thread, and everyone put Vector at 9th place out of out of 9 teams. So expectations are really low then.
So what are your expectations then for the team?
Just put in some time and try and get better. And I mean, I haven't actually played a full season of TF2 since
we got this. 10. We got this cop out from Vector last season. Okay, it's not going to happen again. No. What place are you going to get? And it's not last. You can't answer last.
Honestly, like Vector got 2 wins last season, so any more than 2, and that's improvement, right?
Did they really get 2? What they had?
It was 2 plus.
There was the one against Fully Torqued.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that one. Yeah, that was good.
The other one.
I'm trying to find this thread, but it's not here. Where's the Sal retirement thread?
General forum, and it's probably buried by now.
Sad day. All right.
I was just announcing what was already happening. I'm not making videos anymore. And
then we have Mr. Blank, who they were accused of taking drugs before the stream went live, and people like, man, I don't know. You are on the Mad Men, who won intermediate last time. I said invite, but not yet.
You're not dressed like one of the Mad Men, though. I notice.
What does a Mad Men dress like, Sal?
You know, the business suit, power suit.
Oh, right.
You know.
I actually watched that.
I don't watch that, but even I know.
Good. So how is the jump to invite? You guys are scrimming invite teams pretty much exclusively before. How's it been going preseason? Are you guys ready? Are you still putting in the time?
Yeah, we're still putting in the time. We've been doing pretty well against a lot of the top invite teams. We're sort of hot and cold at the moment. We have certain things we do well and certain things we need to work on. So, but I don't know. I feel like we're going to do pretty well going into the season.
I was looking in this thread that I still can't find because I'm really bad at this. And a lot of people put you guys around 3, 4, 5. Do you have aspirations making LAN? Is that a goal, or you just want to do the slim thing?
I think LAN is the goal, but we're probably gonna want to see just how far we can get of the season. Like, see if we can potentially even win LAN. Maybe, who knows?
So have you guys scrimmed against like HRG, Mix Up? How do those go?
Let's see. We scrimmed HRG the other day. They kind of rolled us on Granary, and we've played Mix Up fairly recently, and we beat them twice on Process and Granary. But I don't know. The top of Invite this season seems really close. Like everyone seems to be beating each other. So
yeah,
just looking forward to it.
Everyone has had changes in the roster or new teams entirely, except for HRG. right? They're the same.
Yeah.
And they're going to be the same going to I-49 too, by the way.
Yes. Yes. My question is, you said it. All the top is pretty even, but doesn't HRG have this huge advantage because they were undefeated last season and they have the exact same roster heading into this season? I mean,
well, I think it does. It does
Oh.
definitely give them an advantage because chemistry and just keeping the same roster,
Yeah.
building that teamwork and whatnot. That's really important in this game. But there's still plenty of talent at the top invite, so I think it'll be a little bit closer this season.
Would you guys all make them I mean, I would say the heavy favorite, but I don't know anything about TF2.
I'd say they're definitely still the favorite. But only time will tell.
What's happened to Mix-Up, by the way?
Mix-Up. I believe they have Moose and Enigma scouting now. It's
Okay.
going to be Seagull Demo, Platinum Pocket, Hard Blue Roamer, and is it Mezzer on Medic? Maybe Power?
That's some big changes.
Well, they won't.
Yeah.
They won't have Power start. I mean, he can't make.
Mr.
lane.
Slim,
Oh,
you
yeah,
need to,
he's like a
you need to start
backup.
your camera back up, bro.
I'm trying to. Sorry, so I don't want to interrupt your conversation.
Sorry. I like the Slim picture where he's got the thing.
Yeah, it's putting everybody off center. I don't know, whatever. I don't care.
Oh, he took. Oh.
I'm gonna.
We got to see Slin and his roommates. That's part of the reason.
I
we
know,
do it.
right? We want to see your roommate's bodybuilding in the background.
Sorry.
Yeah. So HRG, they look good. So mix up. How does that compare? Because obviously, without Tyler, who was really good, he's not playing. So they've moved Platinum back to Pocket. Seagull's demoing now, which is I don't know how that's going to work. Do you think that they're as strong, weaker, stronger to anybody?
I think they're.
I'd say they're probably just as strong, maybe.
Yeah.
They're
Seagull's
just
demo is pretty good.
It is pretty good. I mean, Seagull's one of those players that he'll probably be good at every class, and he definitely puts in the time, and he has the brain for the game. So,
He
I mean,
does.
over the course of the season, he'll definitely improve, and I only see Mix-Up getting stronger from here.
Xalox, what do you think of the new mix-up?
Yeah, I agree. I think they're definitely stronger with Plat on Pocket than on Demo. He seemed like he was not having fun playing Demo last season. And
Yeah.
I think he's going to be a little bit more committed this season because he's playing Soldier again. And I think that's going to make a big difference, regardless of who plays Scout or Demo or anything.
Right. Slin, what do you think about that change? I think most people would consider Platinum the only demo in North America that can rival Banny. Is that true, or can Seagull do it, or what?
It's tough. I mean, Pure tried to switch over to Demo last season. It didn't quite work out, and I'm sure, given enough seasons on it, like all these guys would be really great at Demo. But to switch over and compete with Banny, who's been playing Demo for how many seasons now, would be
12,000 hours, whatever. it
yeah,
was.
really, really tough. So maybe RR can do it though, right, Blake?
Maybe.
Maybe Sweater can do it. But,
If they're up for it, sure.
Yeah.
He's got to put in a lot of hours. I mean, that's what I heard is HRG last season put in a lot of hours. Is that right? Or wrong?
Yeah. Well, they probably still are the most active team, right? I mean, I'm the least active person in the community, so I don't know, but.
They've taken a little bit of a break after LAN, but I mean, yeah, they put a lot of time into the game. All those guys do, and they practice so much, and it's tough to compete.
Yeah. So
how
how
do
do
you
you
guys plan on practicing? Is it going to be as much as HRG? It's going to be a half of an HRG. We can kind of use them as a benchmark, right?
Yeah, what is like the weekly schedule? A lot of teams they'll play 3 or 4 nights a week, and is that sort of what you guys are doing?
That's sort of what my team's been doing. Probably trying to play about 4 nights a week, maybe 2 hours or so, at least, then try to go over maps and whatnot, discuss what works, what doesn't, what we can do differently, and things like that.
Yeah, it's about the same with my team as well. I'd say 4 or 5 nights a week, maybe at least 2 hours.
What is
on most of those nights.
season does start next week? So you guys are well, they can't have schedules out yet because one team isn't even in the.
No, they got they just put the schedule out today actually, and yeah.
I'm clicking through the teams and none of them have their first matches up.
No, Killing just kind of posted it on the forums there.
Oh.
I'm trying to pull it up too. I know the first week is processed, just like last season, so
Yeah, same maps as last.
it's the same maps.
Cool. So
That's
they
the first
kept
time
Gravel
they've-
Pit.
Done this, yeah.
I'm happy. I like watching Gravel Pit. I know that most of the teams hate it. I know that Arcs and Beta don't like it, and I know that actually we just got confirmation today that Vanilla TV is going to be casting I-49, so we'll probably have Arcs and Beta on the grand stage for the finals again, and they're probably going to shit all over Gravel Pit and make it a really boring match to watch, even though it's like the most interesting map to watch. Whatever, I'm not bitter. They're cool guys, but
did they? I didn't listen to it because
their cast of Gravel Pit, like they were really complaining because they didn't like casting it. But it was actually a really good match.
Really?
It went 2-1 between Mix-Up and LG on the grand stage. It was just that they didn't like casting it, and so it made it a bad cast.
Well, 4 of us in here cast. Am I wrong in saying? I mean, like, Slin, I know you must hate playing Gravel Pit as meta because it's awful. But, I mean, casting it's pretty fun, isn't it? I mean,
casting it is easy and straightforward, too. It's just like...
Yeah, it is.
You know it's going to be A, then B, then C, and...
You know there's going to be a sniper, an engineer, a heavy, a pyro at various points, and you get to watch classes you don't normally get to see. It definitely adds variety.
Right. But the problem with Gravel Pit was that like it doesn't have the same like transition like flow that like CP maps have. You know, where like if you keep it rolling, you can move through points, and Gravel Pit's a little more stagnant, I guess. So, you know, they've been looking for a new map to fill in the rotation, but you can't have like 7 CP maps and just one odd King of the Hill map. That'd be too weird. So, it's good to have like an attack defense to mix it up.
Yeah, Gravel Pit needs to stay. It's as far as spectating goes. I mean, we had the best week was G Pit last season when Vector beat Fully Torqued. I mean, they, you know, no offense, they probably wouldn't beat them, you know, on a 5-point
totally
map, but they pulled a couple of plays out of their rear ends and beat them, and it was awesome. And it was, you know, people made a huge deal out of it. You don't get to see that. I don't know. I love it.
It's extremely exciting, and it's a great tiebreaker map too. That's always in the third map in any best of 3. So.
Yeah. But it's also the worst. You guys, when you see it, it's like, what is it, week 4, I guess, or 5? You're like, oh, it's G-Pit week. Oh, God. And then no one wants to scrim it, and it's like, ugh.
Yeah, and also throws up your groove, like, because you're practicing CP maps or whatever, and then suddenly in the middle of the fucking season is like, you have to do this other weird map.
It lets you come up with some new stuff and new sticky spots for their bad demo, Xalox. All right, so we have this thread that ranks everybody 1 through 9.
What's the consensus so far?
I'm trying to click through it and see, but I mean, everyone says HRG first.
Okay.
But then after that, it's hard to really tell. But there's other changes for some of the teams that we can go through. Fully Torqued is now known as the Top Guns or something, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
Top Guns, and then I heard
Goose
that
Maverick. Okay.
Actually, I heard that Xalox, you were going to be the demo on that team, but that's not the case. Brad is playing, Hero's playing demo again, but now they had to replace Siegel and is Justin still playing? I don't even know.
I don't think so, actually.
So who's on that team? Let's click and find out. They have Relic.
On What are you talking about? Top Guns?
Yep.
Yeah, and then Ninja Nick is on this
Ninja
team.
Nick
so
is playing Medic,
Ah.
and you still got Z Brian, and who's extremely solid on.
Also, Relic's pocket.
No, Relic is in Rome.
No.
Well, this is Z Brian's pocket.
Z Brian in pocket. Z Brian's a beast, Sal. He can do it.
Yeah. It's just that I remember he was considered an amazing roamer last season. So that's okay. Whatever. Cool.
Or maybe Relic is. I mean, have you guys scrimmed against him? Do you know? Anybody?
Have they scrimmed?
I've rang for them a couple times, but they were just trying out new people and stuff. But I know that they still have Justin and Shampa, which are extremely solid scouts who went to LAN last season, and you know, Shampa had a really good performance on Badlands, so I'm expecting him to do really well this season as well.
I'm going to be really nice to them this season if I talk about them. But they seem like they are right there in the cutoff range. It seems like a lot of people are putting different teams in that 4th spot, so there are quite a few teams. Probably everyone in this call or on the show's team has a good chance of making LAN. That's exciting that there's a lot of competition and maybe the tier down from HRG. Does that make sense?
I think it's gonna be you're gonna have your top 4 teams and then everyone else, and I think the real like question marks are definitely gonna be the bottom 6 teams. I'm pretty sure most people know what the top 4 teams are gonna be at this point. You know, with your mix-ups, your HRG and
Who's the
Danny.
third? Who's the third best team?
Madmen and probably Clockwork's team.
Clockwork's
Chess Club
team.
or whatever. Yeah, Chess Clubs, whatever they're called these days.
The
tryhards.
tryhards.
Yeah,
You
the
wouldn't put the
tryhards.
Top Guns up there.
So who are the two of the tryhards? 6-man, because I'm in their roster at their people. I don't.
They got Dummy and Blaze and Boomer and all these solid LAN players that I mean, they're definitely competition for LAN.
Who's playing? Who's playing what? Because Boomer's played like everything now.
It's Boomer and Clockwork on Scout, Dummy Demo, Try Pocket, Blaze Roamer, and KBK Medic.
That's a solid team. I like
It's
that
funny
team.
that KBK is back. Like, wait, I guess was he the medic on that team? Okay,
Yeah, LAN.
Clockwork was on the team that when they cut KBK. I guess that's it. I was gonna say maybe Dummy was like, yeah, okay, well, whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, Dummy played
it's invite, so that happens all the time, I guess.
I think
like,
Dummy played like Roamer last season in Intermediate or something, but it's good to see him back on demo, and
Golden Boy
that team
game.
looks so solid.
So you guys think they're favorite to make one of the top 3 or 4 spots?
I'd vote him in.
I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah,
Our
for sure.
team scrimmed both. We scrimmed Madman last night, and then we
Yeah.
scrimmed the tryhards the other night, and we did better against the tryhards. So maybe they need a little more warming up or something. But
Maybe they're
I
not.
don't know.
not
Madman
trying
completely rolled us.
very hard.
And then you guys said the Madmen, so I think a lot of people thought last season, why aren't these sandbagging, playing an invite? They're so good, they'd make land. Do you think they'd make land? Like the non-blank people? Because you should probably think that. Xalox,
Oh, I
think
definitely
that?
think. Yeah, I think they make land because they. I mean, RR is probably one of the best demo men now in invite. I would say for sure. I mean, he's up there with Dummy and probably Sweater behind Banny. So and you have 2 amazing
Sweater.
scouts and 2 amazing soldiers. So I don't see how they won't make land if they don't get mad at each other.
I like how you
It's
did-
always a question, I suppose.
I like
We're
how you did put
always
Siebel
mad.
on that list, Xalox. Do you think he's going to be a little underperforming? Do you think he's going to be what's hold fully, or I guess?
I don't
When
think
Top
they'll,
Gun's back,
they'll hold
or-
him back. I mean, I think he'll get better. I don't think he's where he wants to be right now. I think he would even admit that. I mean, I don't know him that well, but he's probably not at the level he needs to be or wants to be at this point. But he will probably by land because they'll win and they'll win enough games to get the land. I'm sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's do your 4 land teams. Start with blank. Who's making land?
I'm gonna say HRG, Mix Up, Us, and Tryhards, I'd say.
And who's getting dead last? No, I'm kidding.
Who dies first?
Rick's
in the team?
team. Okay, Slin.
We got that new Runaway 5 in there too. Do not just throw that in there. I'm just saying.
Oh, that's right. That's my
That's
team.
your team.
Man.
That's your team,
That's right.
Seabear. Yeah, you forgot
Not
about
boys.
that, man.
everywhere.
Yeah. We've been wanting to scrim them. I don't know
Hey,
how they play.
I'm
Do you know
on their
Xalox?
I'm on their roster still. Didn't
Are
know
you?
that.
You've roster-ridden your way to invite, Seabear.
I am
Congratulations.
Who's,
X-Time did that. X-Time did that on the Space Whales.
So is that Yuki guy, the Australian dude? Is he playing for them? Starting?
Yeah.
He's paid.
Nice.
Hey, he's playing.
So-
He's really good.
What is he playing? Scout?
Yeah, he's really, really good.
He had
So-
better be at I-49, by the way. Just saying.
That's a long travel.
Well, yeah, but Australia's going to hopefully send a team. I think they might still be in talks, but
Is
everybody really wants Australia to send their best team, and Yuki's on it, so be good.
Yeah. Does Yuki on like the? Is there like a consensus best Australian
yeah.
team?
The thing about
Okay.
Australia is they really only have one best team, and they've won the past like 12 or 13 seasons, so it's kind of ridiculous up there. It's called Team Immunity. They're sponsored by Intel. They never lose, basically. They don't have a lot of competition down in Australia.
Wait a minute. Fightmaster in chat's got a good point, Sal. If R5 makes land, Yuki would not be able to go. Or I guess he said he would be able to go. But what if he can't go? Who's next to be called to play some land scout?
He said he's financially able to go, so.
Oh. Really? What is this guy? Money bags? Damn it. The dream. Well, whatever. Okay, Xalox top 4.
I'd say HRG, Mix Up, Tryhards, and Madmen.
So everyone said Mad Men, right?
Everyone said the same thing so far.
Sal, do you have an opinion now that you're retired? You kick back and
Nope.
well,
I'm retired from having opinions, you jerk.
All right. I don't know. We'll see. I think it's gonna be more competitive for the 4th spot than anything. Okay, so you said Slin, you messaged me this thread, but the team versus team matches are not out yet, right? Or are they?
That's correct. That's correct. No, the
So
actual
just
schedule isn't out
the
yet.
maps are out.
Just the map list. Yeah.
Isn't that kind of cutting it close? I mean, it's Wednesday
Yeah.
before, and matches will start. I mean, shouldn't you kind of know like who you're gonna play?
Yeah, I don't want to change the topic from the top 4 Preds, but I think one of the things people were talking about was how they wanted to expand invite to 9 teams, so you played every single team twice.
Yeah.
But with 10 teams, it's like I don't know, that 4th spot could come down to who you're matched up against, so it
Right.
kind of makes a difference.
Because we casted a lot last season, and we were following like the race for the last spot, and it seemed like we got to the 6th week, and it would be like, oh well, this team, I think it was Zensity, had to play like
Yeah, the
HRT
top 3
twice and
teams,
mix up.
right?
Yeah, and they just like
Yeah.
had no chance. I mean, maybe they were their front end of their schedule, but it seemed like the schedules were really out of whack and out of balance.
Yeah.
Is that a concern for you guys? You're kind of like cross our fingers and hope we don't have to play HRG 5 times this season or whatever.
They're supposed to decide it like randomly, right? So it's not supposed to be like set up like that. But at the same time, like when the schedule's so imbalanced, maybe the admin should step in and say, "Hey, let's even this out a little bit," because it does make a difference.
Yeah. Xalox, any thought about it, like
Yeah.
on how to balance the schedules more? Is it a concern for your team or people you talk to?
Yeah, I'm really unfamiliar with it. I mean, to be honest, I haven't played an invite before because, I mean, in
Yeah.
IM and Open, it was just, you'd always play the next best team whenever the next set
Right.
of schedules were released. So I really don't know. I can't speak on that too much, to be honest.
Yeah. We should have the ESCA dudes on again, Sal, and talk to them about it. See if there's, I mean, not just that, but catch up with them. It's
No,
been a
just
while.
that.
Last time we had them on, we had shots fired between the 2 big North American leagues. It was fun. We got called bad journalists.
That's
We
cool.
are. Yeah. You're retired. You don't care.
Are we journalists? Do we count?
No.
I ain't gone to no school for journalism. Sound like a bunch of hippies.
Okay, so there's some talk in chat and otherwise. I've been asked quite a bit about who's casting next season because obviously the guys who took over for DJC and me when we stopped at the end of the season are right down there.
Yeah.
Slin and Blank, you guys are going to be busy most of the time. I'm sure if you can get a cast or 2 in, you'll do it. So who's picking up the slack here? I mean, I'll be around maybe a little bit, but I'm not casting every week like I did last season. So have you heard anything about who might be filling in?
I have not heard anything. I mean, I'd like to do some casts, if I have the time for it. Like, we're not scrimming or I don't have a match, but so far I haven't heard anything about new casters.
Well,
Slin, have you heard anything?
I don't know anything either. I mean, like all the old guys, what I just call the old guard. Not you, but like Sigma and all those guys. I mean, they're not doing it anymore. They're playing Dota or whatever else, and I don't see X-Time doing any casts. And I mean, nowadays it's like Kip and maybe Bloodsire steps in every now and
Yes,
again.
that's what I was going to say.
Right? Bring it back.
Tiny hero. Where is he? He's been off for a day. You have Bloodsire on Friends, which most of you probably do, because somehow he has everybody message him, tell me. All right, so
Yeah, I've actually been impressed. I've been looking at some of the threads that I've been seeing on the forums, and some people have been stepping in and doing some casting of their own, Marxists and some other guys, and yeah, I mean, honestly, it's just all about stepping up and showing that you can do it, and then going from there.
okay, so I heard a rumor, and I don't know if I don't think Nick was watching, so he probably won't care, but it's just a rumor, okay? I
our
don't know.
boss isn't watching us.
Our
Enigma? Hey, he owns a channel.
all right, so
Counts. Counts, man.
right,
He
so-
could shut us down if he wants to. That's the definition of a boss.
I'll let the other people in here. I don't know if anyone's going to guess this or not, but I'll throw it out there. If you get it right, I'll confirm. So there's talks about a former Invite player who is done casting for a much bigger scene than TF2 might be coming back to help cast a little bit next season.
Carnage Johnson?
Oh
Oh.
no, drunk on malt liquor and then cast. No, it is that same position though.
It's still a scout.
Lansky got it in chat.
Sickness?
I don't have.
No way. Does he even know the game anymore? He's been so out of it.
It doesn't
He's been
matter.
playing like StarCraft and whatever else.
Doesn't even matter.
Okay.
Let's play, I mean, I don't know. I mean, at this point, I don't know. I talked to Enigma a little bit, and it's still up in the air. Another guy that I heard's name thrown around, DJ Wheat, Gibbix. Yes, it's DJ Wheat. We're bringing him in. Buying him out of League of Legends. He's coming in. Actually, I don't even know if he does League, but whatever. So yeah, Sickness, and then Yuki, who I guess if he's playing, can't also
Yeah.
do. but he also was a name that I've heard as a possible casting person. But I don't know. I think they were banking on you, Sal, helping out, but now you're retired and...
Yeah, about that. Nah.
All right, so let's get back to invite. So casting, it'll be handled. Enigma's the man. He'll pull a tiny person out of his breast pocket and do like a sock puppet type cast, and it'll be great. Tyrone back. That's right. People are saying Tyrone. That's a really good idea. He is busy getting it in. Okay. Breakout players to look out for us. For me, because I don't know anybody like in the lower level teams, maybe their first stint in invite. Who's the next up and coming? Who's the next Shrugger or whatever?
The next Tony Swan.
Next Tony Swan is back, isn't he?
He actually is. I think he's playing for Rick's team, the Root plus 6, the one, or not Root plus 6, Rick plus 6. Sorry, that got voted in.
You guys are done. Tony Swan's gonna just crush all of you. He's the best. All right. So other than Tony Swan, who's someone I should look out for?
I don't know. I think RR on demo is gonna surprise a lot of people. Maybe. I know. You Must Mike on Scout making his invite debut.
Okay.
Oh, they're saying Duwatna in chat. So Duwatna, is he still on R5?
Mm-hmm.
Is he?
Yeah,
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
He's really good, yeah.
Really good.
I would watch because I helped sponsor them last season, and I'd go in their Mumble and watch a little bit, and I'm like, man, all these guys are terrible except for Sheep and Duwatna. These guys are really good. I was kind of mean. They're joking around, all right? They're good. They made invite. Hey. Okay, so Xalox, who's your breakout player other than yourself?
I would say Sheep, the roamer for R5. He's definitely going to impress some people, and probably Yuki, the scout for R5, will be really good.
So is R5 going to be surprisingly good?
They might. I think they'll win some games. They have good players.
The thing is, you could have like really good breakout player or two, and they just make these amazing plays. Everyone's like, "Holy shit!" And then their team loses other games anyway. We've seen that happen before. I can't think of a player, but I know that kind of thing happens.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if you have two players that are supposed to be, I know Duwatna's really good. He's definitely an invite player, and Yuki's, I mean, I don't know.
Top of Australia. I mean,
what's his ping like? Does that matter? Is he like Brazilian power?
It doesn't matter.
Are his legs always like up here when he's jumping around a scout?
Oh yeah, I mean,
he's not even a scout man though.
He's not a scout man.
Is like
no.
200, 300.
I mean,
I guess we'll see.
He could probably hop over and do well, but he's not a scout main. Plus, he's got the ping difference, and he's Australian. And everything's upside down over there. Like, how's he gonna handle being over here?
Oh no, he just has to turn his monitor upside down.
Oh yeah, just flip it. And...
Games. Okay, I don't know. Slim, do you have a breakout player? Right.
What do you define as breakout? Is it like someone who's not been in invite before?
Right, or someone who maybe isn't commonly thought of as a top level player who's.
I think Sezco on Rick's team is going to be. He's been insane. Like he made the jump and he's been very good.
I think that guy's on my friends list.
He made the jump, unlike cbear on his stream today.
Oh, hey, I tried pretty hard. Damn, that was a little. Oh, holy crap! All right. Okay, so the last year's LAN teams were HRG, Mix Up, Chess Club, and Fully Torqued. So they're all in some form still there. Which one of the four is most likely to not make the LAN this season?
Probably Fully Torqued or
Top Guns. Yeah.
Top Guns, I guess.
Okay. You guys agree on that?
Yeah.
They've got a lot of changes going on there, and it'll be interesting to see how Ninja Nick does. I mean, I don't know.
Well, he's got a season of invite under his belt, so it's not like he's.
I guess what it is for them is that it's not that they're bad; it's that there's so many other good teams. Like we're not even talking about Apocalypse Gaming, who looks super duper strong, especially with their new medic, and like they look so solid in Dust. So like they're contesting that 4th spot as well, and the top 4 spots already look so solid that it's just hard to put them in there.
Right.
I guess we should just wait until the match schedule is officially published, and then kind of run down the list and say, who has the easiest schedule, and that'll kind of determine a lot of it, right?
Probably. I don't know. I was just wondering if there's a team that maybe through all the changes isn't as strong as they were. But the Clockwork Boomer Scout pair seems like it'll be a good watch. I'm excited for that. Boomer's really good at Scout. So is Truck starting? Or no? Is he a backup?
No, he's backup.
Okay, I don't know. When we did the community versus pros thing last weekend, I was like, Truck, if you get to play, I want to stream and cast that match. And he was like, I'm starting. I was like, oh. But he's not.
No, he's the head cheerleader.
He just trolled you a bit.
Yeah, well, this happens. All right, well, 40 minutes. Anything else you want to ask, Sal? Or should we go give away some hats and stuff?
Yeah, I can't think of anything. I think we've pretty much covered a good portion of the upcoming invite season, which is going to be awesome, by the way. And you should all watch it here on teamfortress.tv, assuming that casters eventually show up.
I remember one thing I was supposed to talk about before you leave, stay for hats. Blank, you guys are doing a show match this weekend, and I'm casting it on Sunday.
I've kind of heard yes and no about that. I mean, I talked with some of the CC guys today, and...
Oh, it's just US versus Europe.
Yeah, they're missing like 2 of their players because they're going to some like local Swedish lands, so I'm still not exactly sure whether or not that's happening, but I don't know, we'll see.
So, okay. They were like, you're casting it with Greg. And I was like, all right, I guess I can do that. It's like 2 o'clock my time on Sunday. So maybe that'll happen. But either way,
I'm going to be casting HRG Broder on the following weekend, so...
Are you?
Yeah, that's what somebody just asked me to. I was like, that sounds like a good one. I'll do that one.
Wait, so you'll retire, but you'll still cast?
Like I said in the thread, basically I'll just keep doing what I've been doing now, which is occasionally make a video when I feel like it.
You're like part-time contract work now. Like, oh,
compared to making a video every day, which is what I did last year. Yeah.
You should make a video of you casting with Admirable because he's the man. But yeah, we did these last season for I-46. By the way, Sal, I got a question for you before we leave. Will the I-46 video, which you have really no control over, will that be out before or after I-49 happens?
Before. I just watched the credits roll today that we're doing, and I had to put together a script, but basically it's the very last voiceover script that we have to record, then we'll put together some clips for that, and then we'll pretty much be done. And it's in the editing phase. So yeah, I would say within the next 2 weeks we will have all the main sequences done, and then we'll go back through and edit and say here's stuff that needs to be changed and reordered. Because scenes 1 through 7 are done. Scene 8 is the only one that we have left to do, and that's kind of the grand finals.
Can I have my voice on it at some place, please?
Doing what?
I don't know, just saying like 2 words, like hello, welcome to the show.
I'll see what I can do.
That's one of those Sal's like, yeah, sure, whatever. No. Okay. By the way, I'll believe it when I see it.
Okay. You'll see it. Not gonna hurt my feelings.
How long is it?
Right now it's like almost 40 minutes, I think.
Is it really? That guy edited a 40-minute video?
So far.
Damn, Lucky Luke is the man. I'm looking forward to it. And he made the little promo video, which was pretty sweet. And I can't wait to see the weird interviews of uncomfortable nerds.
We did manage to clip them so they don't look as uncomfortable, actually. I think we found some pretty good spots.
That's the best part, though. Like, you're kind of just cutting out all the fun.
Yeah.
Hey, as we release the documentary, we'll probably also release a lot of the uncut, like the raw footage of some of the interviews, so you guys can have fun with that, to your heart's content. Some of them, I asked a lot of leading questions trying to get a conversation to go somewhere, thinking about what it would look like in the video, and most of those just didn't work. So I ask a lot of really awkward, dumb questions in it as well. That'll be fun.
I've heard some stories about that whole video making process from the guys that were there, the HR or whatever, LG, whatever.
They probably weren't terribly impressed, but whatever.
There's some funny stories. I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus because it was all free labor for the most part.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it was pretty funny. All right, so we'll look forward to that. We're done for the most part. Watch Invite this season. Someone will cast, maybe Sickness, the best-looking nerd in professional gaming history. Yeah. And otherwise, we'll be back next week with some form of this show.
and we've said it every week, but visit, http whatever i49.tf.
Yep.
If you want to donate to the I-49 effort, getting those players over there. It's HRG. They're going to go, but they need your money.
It's close. Needed 3,000.
Yep. That's about it, guys. They're almost there.
We'll give away hats after the break.